21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the powder. Till then, fuck that, the world's ours.
Hello everybody, I want to welcome you to my newscast for June 5th of 2011. My name is TierVision, and this is the first of my E3 coverage videos. So in this video, we're going to talk about what's going to be happening for the next 4 days. They say that it starts on the 7th and goes through the 9th, but tomorrow, the 6th, they're actually going to be doing all of the major press conferences, and we're going to go over everything that's going to be happening. Unfortunately, I can't be there live this year, but maybe things will change for next year and somebody can hook me up with a press pass. Let's jump right into the first event kicking off E3 2011. The day is going to start off at 9 o'clock a.m. and a few highlights are going to be the first actual gameplay footage of Saints Row 3 and the first live demo of Pre-E3. Another cool something to look forward to is Phil Spencer's going to reveal the Summer of Arcade lineup for 2011 along with some footage of Ninja Gaiden 3. Something I don't really care about. Starting at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Microsoft is holding their Xbox 360 Future Revealed press conference. Here, they're going to talk information about Gears 3, Forza 4, and Star Wars for Kinect. Also, they're going to reveal plenty more surprises. This is basically telling us that they're going to tell us what their engineers have been working on lately. It's quite obvious that they have something pushed up their sleeve. 11 o'clock a.m. is going to hit hard, with new footage of BioShock Infinite, along with the first ever footage of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Following up with that, we're going to get a live gameplay demo of Modern Warfare 3 presented by Robert Bowling, who sucks dick. Following Modern Warfare 3, we're going to get to see some world premiere footage of Prototype 2, along with some Resistance 3. Last thing we're going to get to see in this block is going to be, of course, some Batman Arkham City. Nobody cares about you, Batman. You've had enough games. We're going to move on, and at 12:30 p.m. we're going to find ourselves looking at EA's press conference. There we're going to find out information about Battlefield 3, Mass Effect 3, Need for Speed, The Run, SSX, Madden NFL 12, FIFA 12, and a crap load of other games. You could basically call it Game Rape Fest of 2011. Now that EA's done their spiel, we're going to move on to this bum rush of a game called Twisted Metal. I don't really understand this game, and it basically just looks like Transformers after a couple hours of cocaine. Twisted Metal is going to be at 1:30 p.m. along with this next game, Mass Effect 3. The Mass Effect 3 coverage is going to include a live demo presented by Casey Hudson. The follow-up of this is going to be the press conference for Ubisoft, where they'll be talking about Assassin's Creed Revelations along with Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Both games look pretty sweet as of now. We're going to move on to 3:45, where we're going to talk about Hitman Absolution, Darkness 2, and Deus Ex Revolution. Generally games that aren't the most popular, but still need to be talked about. 5 o'clock p.m. is going to roll around, and the last major press conference of the day is going to emerge, which will be of Sony, where they will mainly talk about Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. They also say that there's going to be more surprises. I'm going to assume that that's going to be where they talk about the future of the PlayStation and the network and how they're going to compete with the Xbox 360 and what Microsoft has announced previously that day at their press conference. Wrapping up the first day of E3, at 6:30 p.m. we're going to have Tim Willis's reaction to Sony's press conference along with a live gameplay demo of Rage. So that is the lineup for the first day of the Electronics Entertainment Expo at the Los Angeles Convention Center. While we are in between days, I want to take a second to remind everybody that all of the times that I am stating are Pacific Standard Time. That means that whatever time zone you live in, you're going to have to convert that to Pacific Standard Time so you can figure out what time you need to tune in to watch what event. We're now going to move on to the lineup of E3 for Tuesday, June 7th. Starting early in the morning at 8:30 a.m., you're going deep into the depths of Battlefield 3's multiplayer with Patrick Batch. Starting only half an hour later, Nintendo is then going to be holding their major press conference. Here, they're going to be talking first looks on a successor for the Wii and also the latest news on a 3DS and also the current Nintendo Wii. Shortly after at 10 o'clock AM, there's briefing on the multiplayer for Assassin's Creed Revelations. Tune in at 11 o'clock AM for a live gameplay demo on Zelda Skyward Sword, followed by some information on Sony's new PS3 games, followed by a new look at Rayman Origins. Bonus round. At noon, join a bunch of people whose names I'm not going to pronounce in a giant discussion over what happened at Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft's press conferences at E3 2011. Back out on the playing field. At 1 o'clock, it's time for live demos of Driver, Need for Speed The Run, Starhawk, and Ed Boon. I have never heard of Ed Boon. Okay, now at 2 o'clock, we're going to get a first look at the game Journey along with a live demo of Street Fighter X Tekken. Alongside all of this action, you're going to be able to send in questions to Frank Gibu from EA, and he's going to answer them live on air. Cliff Bleszinski from Epic Games is going to be doing the same thing on the topic of Gears of War 3. 3 o'clock's going to roll around, and we're going to get a live demo of Spider-Man Edge of Time. Spider-Man, you're dried out. You're just like Batman. Alongside that, Supergiant Games is going to show up, and they're going to give us some information on the game Bastion. They're also going to give us some more news about stuff they're doing. Never heard of that company or that game. Okay, well, 4 o'clock's going to roll around, and that's going to be the last hour of us gaining exclusive information at E3 2011. We're going to get a new trailer for Star Wars The Old Republic. We're going to get some information on demos coming out for multiple platforms, and we're also going to get some surprises for PlayStation 3. My thought is that we're going to get some information on how Sony plans on competing with Microsoft's Xbox 360. Okay, so here's how the second half, June 8th and 9th of E3 work. These days are designated to going out on the floor and testing out all of the things that you've heard in all of the press conferences in the last 48 hours. Hopefully by this time next year my channel will actually have enough connections that I can get my hands on a press pass and head over there to do some coverage of E3 Live. As for now though, those 2 days I'm just going to be summarizing what has happened the last couple days, which would be Monday and Tuesday at all of the press conferences. Okay, so that's a pre-E3 2011 lineup video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please feel free to give me a like on this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to me, please consider subscribing for great content and coverage on E3. Well guys, that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank you for watching like always, and my name is TierVision. I'm out. Peace!